Democratic Party for a long time has essentially attempted to replace a political agenda with woke sound bites. I know you call them the woke Democrats and cancel culture. I wondered what effect this is having on the political landscape.
I think this is a very dangerous development, and I think we have to. It is actually incumbent on the left to think through these things and have honest, if uncomfortable, debates. In other words, what I mean is that the potential for a multiracial working class solidarity in order to actually fight for and win a society that is free of racial and sexual oppression and economic exploitation is very much there. I mean, look at the fact that over 20 million people marched in Black Lives Matter. I mean, that is not out of nowhere. That is because the vast majority of the American working people, young people, can be won over and are actually already won over to the ideas of a society that genuinely respects everybody around us. So it's no coincidence that at this point the support for Roe v. Wade is 2/3 of the American population, and yet Roe v. Wade is on the chopping block. So this, in other words, we have to make we have to be very, very clear in our minds that these regressive attacks from the right wing, the attacks on women's rights, the attacks on LGBTQ rights, the attacks on the Black community, they are not coming because ordinary people are just irredeemably racist and sexist. That is absolutely not the case. In fact, it is the exact opposite. That there has been a huge shift on the progressive shift on the questions of racism and sexism in our society, as evidenced by the size of the BLM marches, by the fact of how much support abortion and reproductive rights have, how much support LGBTQ rights have. And in spite of that, we are seeing this kind of relentless attack from the right wing that shows you that it's not the ordinary people's consciousness that is the barrier. The barrier right now, the obstacle for progressive change, is the leadership that's on offer. And it's not only electoral leadership in terms of the Democratic Party and even the Squad, but it's also leadership of the labor movement, leadership of social movements like BLM. So we on the left have, and rank and file workers and rank and file activists, we have the task of opening up genuine debates in which we bring these points out and explain that that kind of identity politics, sort of the woke, corporatized identity politics, is not the answer. That is not the way to win over working class people. Actually, that is handing a weapon to the right wing on a golden platter.